Hello everybody, it's Rose Thorn. This will be my second commentary video of the day. The first one covered Foodie Beauty. This one is going to be covering a couple of people that used to be part of the Negative Nation. And these two people should be treated as cautionary tales of what not to do when you're on YouTube and how not to run your channel. I'm going to refer to these people by numbers and not by their names because they don't deserve any kind of notoriety or publicity or press. They just deserve this video where I talk about them. And I'm doing it as sort of a cautionary tale for anybody out there that might be starting a YouTube channel, to caution them about what directions not to go. So there's going to be person number one and person number two. Let's talk about person number one. Person number one was someone that came onto YouTube and started doing videos about Foodie Beauty. And his style of talking about Foodie Beauty was very, very outspoken. And because of that, he got a lot of attention very, very quickly. Got a lot of views, a lot of subscribers to his channel. He got very popular very, very fast. Unfortunately, because he was so outspoken, and because of the excessive use of coarse language, Foodie was able to get his channel taken away, and so he lost his original channel. But he made a second channel, and because he was friends and friendly with a lot of people in the Hater Nation, a lot of people in the Hater Nation supported him. They tweeted about his new channel. They talked about it in their live chats. And because of that, they helped him get back all of the subscribers that he lost when he lost his original channel. Even though he was ban evading at that time, he had the friendship and support of many people in the Hater Nation. And so his channel thrived. Then came the point where he decided to join up with the Negative Nation and form alliances with people over there. And when he did that, he could no longer do videos talking about Foodie Beauty like he once did. So instead, he turned his bashing onto the people that once helped him. He started to do toxic videos, bashing on, talking about Damn Shane, Life of a Free Spirit, Charlie Gold, myself, anybody that had any kind of notoriety on YouTube. He was very quick to bash on them for the sake of getting subscribers and getting views. The people that once helped him were now the targets of his bullying and toxic harassment. Because of him taking that direction, his videos were reported and 5 more channels were taken away from him. He has a channel on YouTube, but it's very small. And not many people are tuned into him because despite the fact that he lost all of those channels, he decided to stick with the hateful narrative. And that hateful narrative is not so attractive or interesting to other people. But he still continues on with it. Now let's talk about person number 2, who was more well-known and had a much bigger channel than person number 1. Person number 2 was on YouTube for over 10 years, had a very large channel, was doing quite well for himself, and never had a problem. And then came the point where he decided that he wanted to go too far. Instead of being on YouTube and voicing his opinion, which you're allowed to do on YouTube, you're allowed to say whatever you want as long as you follow the rules. he went too far, going in real life, making threats, doxing people, calling a certain person's hometown for whatever reason, just going in real life and guilty of a lot of harassment and bullying when he shouldn't have done that. Because of that, he lost his channel. And now this person is on Twitch. Twitch is a website basically for gamers. It's a gaming community. And instead of focusing on gaming content, which he should be doing, because he's on the platform for that, he's using his Twitch platform to bash people on YouTube, which I find ridiculous, because if you're someone and you get on Twitch, if you're talking about somebody on YouTube, nobody on Twitch is going to care unless the person you're talking about is connected to the gaming community. If they're not connected in some way, and if they're not known, nobody's going to care. So you're just shouting into the void. But regardless, he's still shouting. He's angry and he's bitter that he lost his YouTube channel. He lost his income. And why did he lose it? Because he made the choice. He made the obvious choice of going too far when he could have stopped at any time and he wouldn't have lost his channel. He was so focused on that mouthful of hate that the mouthful of hate turned out to be very expensive. It cost him his channel and it cost him his income. So he's on Twitch, and even though it's a gaming platform, he's not focusing on the gaming, he's focusing on bashing people, and now he's even turning on some of the people that he used to call friends, that he used to associate with, that he used to hang with. Now he's going full scorched earth and putting down the people that he used to call buddies. He's doing it because he's angry and bitter. The people he used to associate with, they're not shouting him out. So he's turning on everybody. And that seems to be the theme for the negative nation. The whole turning on former friends thing, if you don't get your way. Person number one and person number two, they are cautionary tales of what happens when you go too far on YouTube. When you know the rules and you break the rules repeatedly, and you do it out of arrogance, you do it out of stupidity, because you think you're untouchable. Trust me, you are touchable. If you're on YouTube, you are an employee. You're not someone that you own YouTube. You can be touched. It doesn't matter if you've had your channel for 1 year, 10 years, 100 years. At any time, your channel can be taken away from you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So person number one and person number two, they both started off in a place of having channels, being monetized, having memberships, getting the views. And they were so focused on bashing people, being hateful, that they lost everything they built. But I don't feel sorry for them. I really don't. Because they made the choice to stick to the hateful, bullying rhetoric. They could have stopped. I don't know about person number two, but I do know for a fact that person number one had people that they were friends with. They came forward and warned them to stop, warned them about what would happen if they didn't stop, and they chose to go on ahead anyway. It's really sad when you see someone who has a YouTube channel, and YouTube channels do take work, and just out of foolishness, all that work gets canceled out. But when you have a channel, you go too far, you break the rules, that's what happens. That's exactly what happens. And turning on your friends, bashing them on another platform is not going to make that situation any better. It's not going to remedy the situation, so it doesn't make sense to do it. Having a mouthful of hate, it's useless, it's expensive, and in the end it costs you everything. So, as someone with a channel, anyone who knows who I'm talking about, because I've given enough clues, even though I've not said their names, should treat those two people and those two former channels as cautionary tales of how not to behave on YouTube, what not to do. That if you're a YouTuber, you are free to express your opinions, your feelings. You're free to do content as long as you're not going in real life and you're honestly hurting anybody or threatening anyone. If you choose to do that, if you choose to go over the line, there are going to be serious consequences for you. And you can't rely upon being on YouTube for any length of time to protect you. There is no protection. You're an employee of the company. You got to follow the rules. So if you know who I'm talking about, don't feel sorry for those two people. What has happened to them because they brought it upon themselves. They could have stopped at any time and focused their content on being truly humorous or creative or imaginative. Certainly both of those people, they had the tools, they had the time to do other content. They chose not to. They chose to focus all of their effort, all of their energy, all of their time onto harassing others, and their channels being taken away, their incomes being taken away were the end result. So that's what I have to say for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, you understand where I'm coming from, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.